Welcome to the bucket list. Now with the topic today, with this segment, I was tossing up whether to put it under Energy for Life, which is all about health, or to put it on the bucket list. And I've decided that it's so much fun, it's definitely something that should be on your bucket list. Today we're going to be talking about juggling. And our guest today is Fiona Stone from Balls for Your Mind, Juggling for Brain Performance. Now Fiona has a background in nutrition, and when she met her husband, they were discussing, well, it's okay to look after your nutrition and your body, but we really need to look after our brain. So in 2001, they started Balls for Your Mind, Juggling for Brain Performance. And they're on a mission to bring juggling to the masses, to help people of all ages improve their brain fitness. Hi Fiona, welcome to Over 50 So What? I'm so excited about this juggling.
Thanks, Carol. So am I.
We've been talking about ball games on the show before and how it is great for hand-eye coordination and how all ball games are good for your brain. Can you tell us a bit about why juggling is so good for your brain?
Well, there's lots of benefits. You've got that hand-eye sort of business going on where you've got to concentrate on what you're telling your hands. You've got a peripheral thing going on, so it's great for that sort of eye focus sort of thing. The brain as well, you're learning new techniques, so it's really great for that left and right brain. There's just so many benefits that you can get from learning to juggle. Key thing I think is that it sort of brings you into like a moving meditation, so it quietens that brain down. Once you're actually in that juggling sort of sphere, you're in a realm of being in the here and now, so you can't be all over the place as well. So it brings in great focus, concentration, so it's great for balance, it's great for posture, really all over holistic.
Well, I did notice on the mindful aspect where, because you've given me some balls to practice with, I did notice that I was solely concentrated on trying to do it, and if I stopped thinking about what I was doing, then I'd drop the balls all over the place. So I actually felt that I was right in the moment. I was getting that sort of meditation effect when I was doing it.
Yeah, it's just great for that focus and concentration.
Now tell us a bit about the neurotransmitters, because when you're learning something new, a lot of people not just juggling, but speaking generally, they'll try something once or twice and they go, oh no, it's too hard, I'm going to give up. So can you talk us through why it's so important to try new things and to push through that point of frustration?
Yeah, usually that point is the most important part when they're getting that point where they're having trouble with it, and they're starting to get frustrated. Well, that point is when the neurotransmitters are just connecting, and that's usually the hardest part, but that's the most amazing part, where they are just connecting and they're firing off. And it is really important to then try and break through that frustration and push through there, because then the more you practice, the more it gets coded, and then the easier it gets. So that's like learning anything new, not just juggling. If you can just push through that sort of frustration part, which is where it's the most amazing part. That's when they are really connecting and things are firing off in the brain. You really are exercising it right then and there. Push through there. Concentrate on what you're doing, and then it'll start to, through the art of practice, it'll just get coded and coded more, and then it will get easier and easier. So it is so important to get through that stage, just because that's the most amazing part of actually the process of the brain.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're developing new neural pathways, because researchers found even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, your brain can still develop new neural pathways.
Right, it's so amazing, our brain. You can keep working it and keep changing it and keep making it get better and better. Really, it doesn't matter what age you are. So But it is important as we are getting older that you do keep exercising your brain and keeping that going. And juggling is amazing for that. It really is. And it's also fun. It's heaps of fun. It is only just learning to throw one ball at a time. So it is a fun thing to do. And you can do it indoors, outdoors. It really doesn't matter.
So how do you learn to juggle? Now, I believe you've got some of your beautiful handmade juggling balls in front of you. So how does someone learn to juggle?
Well, it's just learning to throw one ball at a time. So generally I start off with one ball, and all you have to do is just throw side to side. So it's just a lob, like so, just in front of you. And that's the first step, from hand to hand. Always keeping an eye on the ball. So this is really good for that peripheral vision. And that's your one ball. Then I start off with two balls, and generally I visualize a pretend window in front of me. So I sort of do this in front of me, and then I'm going to aim at the corners of the window. So it's usually above head height. And so what I tend to do then is throw the balls to the opposite corners. So this one will go to that corner, and the other one will go to the opposite corner. So it's like a up, up, oops, up, 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 up. So that's your two balls. Good to do for a little while because you're using your favoured hand and your non-favoured hand. So that's the great thing about juggling as well, is you're using both hands. So that's, again, great for that left and right brain. So, and as they say, to use your non-dominant hands just to get that neurotransmitter connection going down to your hands. So it's really good for both sides. So that's your two anyway. So up and up. And then it's just introducing the third ball, two balls in your favoured hand, and keep throwing to the corners. So here we go. That's where the concentration is. That's where the focus is. That's where the fun is. And the thing with it also is it doesn't matter if you drop the balls, as long as you pick them up and then keep going. It really is just that easy, just one ball at a time.
When I got it, it was just incredible. I remember screaming out and running upstairs to tell my daughter, I did it. And from there on, I just couldn't put them down. It was great fun.
Now, for people to find you, you do some of the craft shows, and I believe you're doing one in Adelaide. Can you tell us about that?
In May, I'm off to Bowerbird. It's a really well-known, beautiful, created market. It runs for 3 days. It's early May. The other market that I go interstate for is Handmade Canberra. So that's an amazing handmade market. I love being part of this market, and all the makers make their handwork in Australia.
Yes, well, I first bumped into you at a market in Chelsea. So if people don't find you in a market, they can go online and order the products, and then there's a free video, is that right?
That's correct. It's got my partner Michael on the video. It's a free one on our website.
So thanks so much for coming on the show today, Fiona.
Thanks for having me, Carol.
Thanks for joining us today. Please send us your story, leave us your comments through Facebook, over 50 So What. And if you'd like any information on Lorraine and juggling for brain performance, just go to our website, carolohaleran.com. In fact, anything you've ever seen on the show, go to the website, carolohaleran.com. Please subscribe to YouTube so you never miss out on a show, or plenty of fitness videos. And today's key message from Lorraine was age is just a number, not an excuse. And the other thing, it's better for us to wear out rather than rust out. I'm Carol, and this is Over 50 So What? Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe, and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50. So what?